All right. So, hello. Thank you so much for joining me, Ricky.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. We're so excited to have you, and I'm very excited to learn more about Junk Butlers and what you all do there. So, I guess we will get started with that. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, we're a junk removal service that's been we started back right in the middle of COVID. We started a year and a half ago, June of 2020. I started at the 2-year mark where I have left. I'm retiring here pretty soon in May from the Phoenix Police Department. I'm a motorcycle officer there, and I I'll retire after 28 years with Phoenix.
Wow.
And in my last 2 years, I decided I wanted to get started on something that's ours. And my wife and I started this service. We started with roll-off dumpsters as well as doing junk removal. And our services include not only coming out and servicing, you know, homeowners or just residents, but we do a lot of junk removal and dumpster rentals for not only homeowners or residents, but for commercial as well, or even just people that are doing remodels, flippings of homes, clean outs, and things like that. So we stay pretty busy with that. We get calls all throughout the day to go and handle people's things that they don't have the means to get rid of. And we rent dumpsters to people that want to do it themselves or that are doing the remodels themselves. It depends on the situation. But we're a waste management service on both the junk removal and the dumpster rental side.
Awesome. What made you decide, of all the things you could have done, what made you decide to get into waste management or junk removal?
Well, it was kind of I've had an ambition for several years, I don't know, 10, 15 years or more while I've been on the police department, that in the coming day I would want to have my own thing. And it wasn't really, I was thinking, hey, someday I want to be a junk removal guy or a dumpster rental
Yeah.
guy, but I wanted something that I could do out of my home. And I started initially looking into internet or web-based things, whether it was, e-commerce, or if it was getting into marketing or something to that effect. But I've always been, with my career, I've always been a kind of a face-to-face person. And I just didn't find those types of options all that appealing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started looking, and I started considering other things that I wanted to do. And one of my sons, my oldest son, said, Dad, have you ever considered renting dumpsters, roll-off dumpsters? I'm like, I don't even know what a roll-off dumpster is. What are you talking about? And he said that's something he knows that some people are into that do. I looked into it, and it just so happened there was a guy in the East Valley that was selling his trailer. It's a gooseneck trailer that goes into your truck, and selling his dumpsters as well. I talked to him, the price was right. My wife went out and we bought his setup. And then in the meantime, I bought 2 more dumpsters. So we have a total of 4 dumpsters. Well, junk removal, if you have a dumpster available still, junk removal falls into that really well, because
Mm-hmm.
it's a dump, it dumps, you're able to fill it up, take it to the dump, empty it, and go on to the next job. So we started doing junk removals and dumpster rentals at the same time. We since have been able to purchase an Isuzu dump truck, a small dump truck, and we're able to focus all the dumpsters now on just dumpster rentals while we go around in the truck doing or do dumpster rentals while we go on the truck and do junk removal. And if we ever need more space, we can always just take a dumpster with us as well as our dump truck and do it all. So that's just kind of how it happened. I haven't had an ambition to be a junk removal guy or anything like that. It just seemed to be a good fit. I deal with people directly, able to help them. There's so many people that have stuff, and they just really, they can't put that much on the street waiting
Mhm.
for street pickup. Street pickup might not be available for some time, or whatever the case may be, or there's the items they have cannot be hauled away. So they call us, and we're able to come out and take care of it for them and help clean up their mess. It's decluttering or getting rid of messes is very liberating for some people. It helps
Yes.
them a lot.
Yes.
And it's just nice to be able to help them in that type of situation.
So how does the process work? Do they, call you and you come out and give them a quote kind of situation, or yeah, okay.
Well, a lot of them go to my website, azjunkbutlers.com, or they find me on Facebook under Junk Butlers AZ, and they see my Google reviews. If they go to Google my business, they'll see that. But or the most flattering way, the way I enjoy the most, is people who come to us through referrals from other people, or they see our truck or trailer that has the big stickers and everything on it that advertises for us as well. But say in your case, if you needed a junk removal, if you go to our, if you Google, junk removal near me, or junk removal companies or whatever, and we come up, people can contact us in two different ways. They can go right to our website, and they can type in their name and address, and puts their email and telephone number and what they have, and they can either say, hey, I want this, I want you to take care of it, or I'd like to have a quote. And we can correspond through email, which is okay. But we do that too. Or I get text, and people just right away send photos, and they ask a quote from the photo. The ideal way is to talk over the phone to find out what they have, and if possible, if they're close enough where I am, to come out and give them a quote in person, because it gives it the most accurate,
Right.
and fair amount cost to haul away what they have. And we generally most times can just take care of it right there, since we're there. Yeah. So
Okay.
after we pick it up, pick up the loads, we then either, if there's the items that can be donated, we donate, because we try to avoid putting as much into landfills as we can. We try to avoid that. We'd rather not put it in landfills. We'd rather make it so that it can be recycled to someone else, repurposed.
Okay.
So if it's possible, we'll take the items to a local Goodwill or Salvation Army or Deseret Industries or something like that, and we'll donate it, so it could be somebody else can benefit from it. If not, it has to go to the landfill.
So what do you think has surprised you most about owning a business?
The cost. There's a lot of cost, especially in our business. Keeping up on equipment, tires, batteries, insurance is just out of this world. In some ways, and I'm not playing victim, I was surprised, because we're doing just fine, but you don't ever feel like different things are on your side,
Yeah.
because the cost is so high. Taxes and the overhead is really but once you get going, you just find out it's just a regular part of running a business. The toughest part for me is giving quotes. I want to be fair, but I want to be fair to our business as well.
Right.
I need to pay my employees. I need to pay myself, and I need to keep up insurance costs and license. I'm licensed and insured, so I need to keep those up. I need to keep, diesel fuel gas being up almost $4 a gallon. It's just really tough.
Yeah.
That is probably the hardest part, is wanting to give a good quote.
Now, have you spent all 28 years? It was 28 years, you said, right? In being a police officer?
Yes.
All of
Well,
it
I
in
started
Phoenix?
off with, actually, I started be totally a total of 32. I started off with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office in 1990. And I was with them for about 3.5 years before I got on with Pheonix. So, but the 28 years with Pheonix has been with Pheonix the whole time, between being a patrolman, a violent crimes detective, a motorcycle officer. Majority of mine was being a motorcycle officer, and still is today until I retired.
You've been in business for 2 years with Junk Butlers. What would you say
2
are
years
your
this
goals?
summer.
What would you say are your goals over the next year?
Over the next year,
Yeah.
my goal over the next year is to be able to buy 1 or 2 more trucks, dump trucks, and be able to find good employees to run them, to be out there taking care of the junk removals while I manage the business, having about at least 6 to 8 employees to do that. I hope to, my goal is to, with that, be recognized as a top locally owned junk removal service in the Valley. I want to help some young people that are in between school, college, or whatever the case may be, or anything that they're doing that is a worthy opportunity for them, to help them learn something in business, how to work a business and then run a business, kind of mentor them a little bit while learning myself at the same time. And then I think some point to be completely out of the truck so I can enjoy my retirement while just managing the business.
Is there anything going on with Junk Butlers, either specials or just anything that additional that you might want people to know about?
Well, we try to offer, if people mention to us that they're military, we like to provide military discounts.
Okay.
A 20% discount. We provide a 20% discount to elderly, since we do so much business. I'm in the Northwest Peoria area. Sun City literally is just 10 minutes from here.
Yep.
So we try to provide a 20% discount to senior citizens.
Well, thank you so much. And I look forward to referring some business your way as
Thanks
well.
for the interview. I really appreciate it.